They broke your heart? Smile. They underestimated you? Walk taller. They tried to shake you? Baby, you stood still. Because power is not in screaming. Power is in silence that echoes confidence. You want to win this world? Then learn this art. Act as if nothing affects you. Even if it does, let them never know. Because queens don't flinch. They evolve. They want a reaction, don't give it to them. Because the moment you react, you give them the keys to your peace. You hand over your dignity like it's on clearance. And for what? For a temporary outburst that only confirms their power over you? No, you're not made for that. You're not here to be predictable. You're here to be powerful. See, in school, when they teased you for being too quiet or too different, what did they really want? A reaction. The minute you cried, you gave them joy. The minute you explained yourself, you gave them control. But the day you walked past them, smiled like you're wearing victory, and didn't blink, that's the day they got confused. That's the day the power shifted. Because the truth is, people don't care about you as much as they care about how you make them feel. If your sadness entertains them, they'll keep hurting you. If your silence confuses them, they'll start fearing you. That's your choice. In relationships, ever noticed how some people intentionally withdraw just to make you chase? Or they say things with subtle poison just to trigger an argument? They want the drama, the chaos, the loud reaction, because that gives them a sense of importance. Don't give them that show. Let them sit in silence, in the discomfort of not knowing what you're thinking. That silence, it's louder than any shout. I remember a woman who got cheated on, completely blindsided. Her friends told her to confront him, scream, curse, expose him. But what did she do? She packed her bags, left a single note. Thanks for showing me your truth. Now I'll show you mine in silence. That man was shaken, not by her words, but by the absence of them. He expected war. She gave him a cold battlefield with no opponent to fight. And that's what burned him the most. You don't need to attend every battle you're invited to. Sometimes the most powerful move is no move at all. When someone disrespects you, let them meet the wall of your indifference. When they gossip about you, let them choke on your success. When they expect you to fall apart, stand taller. There's a magic in mystery. People are addicted to reaction because they feed on validation. When you react, you starve their ego. You make them question themselves. Did I say something wrong? Did I go too far? Why didn't they fight back? You didn't fight back because you don't wrestle pigs. Because you've outgrown the need to explain your worth to people who never care to understand it. Let me tell you something real. When your boss tries to break you down with a sharp tone in front of others, they're seeking your collapse. They want your body language to show defeat. But if you breathe, pause, and respond with poise, you just reminded the room who really holds the power. Grace under pressure? That's not weakness. That's weaponry. Even in friendships, when they ghost you, ignore your messages, or play passive-aggressive games, they're hoping you'll spiral. They want that 3 a.m. text asking, what did I do wrong? They want you to beg, but when you don't, when you light your own candles, go to the movies alone, take yourself out for dinner and post it like a celebration, not revenge, that's a new era of strength. That's how you let them know they never broke you. They freed you. Because your reaction is your currency. Don't spend it on cheap moments. Let them wonder, Let them feel that void. Let them taste the flavor of being irrelevant in your piece. You don't need to win the argument. You just need to walk away like you've already won the war. Like you've already won the war. Would you like me to expand the next key point in the same style? Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Think about it. When someone walks into a room with their head held high, shoulders back, and their presence fills the space without them saying a word, that's confidence. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't demand to be noticed. It simply is. It's a silent power that speaks volumes. It's not about how much you say, but about how you carry yourself in moments when nobody is looking. Confidence is in your stillness. It's the way you move through life without apology, without over-explaining your worth, without needing validation from anyone. It's knowing who you are, what you stand for, and being okay with it, even if the world doesn't get it. Contrast that with insecurity. Insecurity is loud. It's the constant need to justify your actions, the desperate need for approval, the social media posts begging for likes, comments, and attention. It's the need to announce your worth because you're unsure of it. It's the voice in your head that whispers, "Are you good enough? What if they don't like me? What if they don't accept me?" The loudness of insecurity is felt in every action, in every word, in every glance you throw. It's a visible crack in your facade that screams, "I'm not enough." Think about that friend of yours who constantly talks about how successful she is. She talks about her career, her achievements, her travels. But beneath all that boasting is the hidden truth. She needs to make everyone see her success because deep down she feels empty. It's the same with people who need to tell everyone they've been to the gym or they're crushing it in life. They're not telling you because they're proud. They're telling you because they need reassurance. Confidence, on the other hand, doesn't need to prove anything. It just is. It's the quiet person sitting in the corner of the room who's not desperate for anyone's attention, but who commands it anyway, simply by being comfortable in their own skin. That's confidence. In the workplace, you see it too. The loudest person in the room, the one constantly talking about their ideas, trying to make sure everyone knows what they've done, they're not truly confident. They're covering up their fear of being overlooked, their doubt about whether their contribution really matters. The quiet achiever, they're the one whose work speaks for itself. The one who delivers results without the need for a grand announcement. They don't need to shout about their skills because their competence is loud enough on its own. The silent achiever's power is in their actions, in their results, not in how many times they boast about their success.